Okay. So what all did we learn yesterday? What all did we learn yesterday? Let us have a quick revision. Let us have quick revision. So can I say that when one company holds 50% or more in another company, control exists. So can I say like this? When A holds 50% or more, in that case, what happens? Control exists. Whenever control exists, what will happen? Whenever control exists, a holding and subsidiary relationship will be created. Are you with me on that? Kindly give me responses now. Yes, Ramya,
Yes.
you were
Yes,
there.
yes,
Deepali, please stay
Yes.
on unmute. Holding and subsidiary relationship is created.
Yes.
Deepali, please stay on unmute and you can ask your questions. Are you with me? Deepali, holding and subsidiary relationship is created. Who is holding? A. Who is subsidiary? B. Kindly understand one thing. Kindly understand one thing. Control, there is one more way for control existence to be checked. Control existence is checked via ability to control the composition of the board of directors of a company. For example, A holds 1% equity in B, but nominates 3 out of 5 directors of B. In such a case, also, comma, A controls B. You will ask me, how is that possible? My dear friends, tell me, who operates or who manages a company on a day-to-day basis? It is the board of directors. Who is it? It is the board of directors. Now the board of directors, in any sense of the word, what happens to them? They are the ones who take the decision. They are the one who run the company. But now, when they have to take decision, they take it by board resolution. Are you aware of this? That they take a board resolution. That is, the directors among themselves also they vote that should we buy this new asset or whatever. Now, if 60% of the directors' votes are with you, it means that you can control the operations of the company. Agreed or disagreed?
agreed.
Agreed. So over and above equity,
Yeah.
there is also a way of controlling the, what is that called? Um, the affairs and operations of a company, right? Why are doing what? By controlling the board of directors. I hope you're with me on that, right? So this is the first one, holding and subsidiary relationship control existence. Now let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Now, let us say A holds between 50, between 20 and 50. So at such a time, control cannot exist. But 20% of equity is substantial. But significant influence will exist. Are you with me on that? What will exist? Significant
Significant.
influence will exist. Okay. If significant influence exists, then consolidation as a subsidiary is not essential. So here, B is an associate of A. आया समझ में? Who is B? B is an associate of A. Right? Next. A and B. It is less than 20. What is the this? Is less than 20. Understood? In this situation. The equity held in B is treated as an investment. What is it treated as? It is treated as an investment. This investment is accounted for as per IFRS 9. No impact on consolidation. No impact on consolidation. Now, next, understanding consolidation or understanding applicability of consolidation. Now, please understand. Now, please understand. If it is 50% or more, what happens? Control exists. If control exists, consolidation as a subsidiary. What is the meaning of this? अक्सर students confuse हो जाते हैं. Now we are looking at A upon B 50% plus. Is everybody with me? Deepali, I am specifically asking you. Are you understanding? Deepali,
Yes, Pushkar. Yeah, I'm with you.
you are
Just on
understanding?
side. Yes, yes, definitely.
Now
Yeah.
please just confirm, okay, after I write this. Over here, who is holding A?
A,
Who is subsidiary?
B.
Very good. Very, very good. Deepali, the next statement is very interesting. The holding company will make standalone financial statements. Yes?
Yes, yeah.
It's what? खुद के financial statements.
Correct, correct.
What is this? स्वतःचे financial statements, correct?
Yes.
स्वतःचे financial statements, खुद के financial statements. They will also make consolidated financial statements. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is for the whole group.
Correct.
What about subsidiary? They will make only standalone financial statements.
Yes, correct.
Now, in the case that there is only this much group, let us say that only this much is your group. How much is your group? Only this much is your group. Let us say for 5 minutes that only this is your group. Then in this case, the consolidated financial statements will be holding plus subsidiary, and they are for subsidiary where control exists. This is something known as line by line consolidation. Agreed? This is what we have to do. Line by line consolidation. What is the meaning of line by line consolidation? तेरे assets, मेरे assets, हमारे assets. मेरा revenue, तेरा revenue, हमारा revenue. मेरा liability, तेरा liability, हमारा liability. बराबर है? मेरा इक्विटी सिर्फ ग्रुप का इक्विटी. तेरा इक्विटी मेरे लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट, ग्रुप के लिए म्यूचुअली नॉक्ड आउट. We will talk about it later. But on an overall basis, did you understand this much? Deepal, you have missed this yesterday. Did you understand this?
Yes, yes. I do
Yes.
understand. Yeah.
Ravindra ji, you have missed
Yes,
out.
yes.
Did you understand this?
Yes, yes, I understood, understood.
Okay. Ramya, it's like a revision. Now, 50 नहीं लिखना था इधर. By mistake, I wrote it. Next. I have to write that equation of yours that we have made, na? This one. Now, what will happen over here? Significant influence exists. What exists? Significant influence. Consolidation using equity method. Sir, what is that? करेंगे बात. मैं तो हर चीज में 40% का भागीदार हूं, तो हर एक चीज का 40% मेरा. It's as simple as that. So what will A present? A will present standalone and consolidated. Let us assume that only this much is your group. Okay. What will B do? B will make its own standalone. And the consolidated will be made by using equity method of consolidation. Understood? Equity method of consolidation. Am I clear about this? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
When I
sir.
talk about an individual and I talk about an entity, individual and entity can both be related to reporting entity. Just for the sake of ample clarity and my peace of mind, reporting entity means the company who makes financial statements, whose financial statements are being made. Am I clear about this? Yes, guys? Okay. Now, for individual to be related to reporting and for entity to be related to reporting, there are certain parameters, there are certain paradigms. Let us talk about individual. Are you with me on that?
Yes, Pushkar.
Now, individual. Let us see. Individual. If he controls via himself or via close family members or the close family members, see here it's gone. A person or close member of that person's family, a person or a close member of that person's family is related to a reporting entity if he has control or joint control over the reporting entity. If he controls via himself or jointly with close member of family. Yesterday we defined close member of family. It is whom? Spouse, child,
father,
father,
son, daughter, and
Siblings.
mother,
brother, siblings.
brother, sister. But they have to be siblings. सगे होने चाहिए. This is no cousins. This is only siblings.
So, Pushkar, if there is two promoters having 50-50% each equity, then the both family members are the close members.
Yes, they are both controlling, but then it depends whose decisions are followed. Mostly what happens is in typical business families, husband and wife, they share 50-50%. But wife generally does not say anything with respect to the management. It is only the husband who does so.
Mhm.
It is only the husband who does so. So what happens is, although she is holding 50%, it is disclosed. But then who's the one who's driving all the decisions? Husband. So then it is substance over form where we identify. It is substance over form where we identify that the control is in the hands of the husband. Right? Understood?
Yes.
He controls by himself or jointly with a close person of the family. If I was to say that this is the promoter, right? He has, let us say, 60%, right? And I will say close member of family. Let us say they have 30%. And loyal employee, he has been given 10%. So, does the promoter have enough in his hands to control the company? Yes, it is clearly visible. Promoter plus close member of family, how much they are having? 90%. Don't expect the close member of the family to go against the promoter. It will make no sense. They'll only have 40%. Are you understanding? So here, who are the related parties of the reporting entity? So let us say that the promoter is Mr. A and the close members of the family, all of them put together are having 30%. So we have Mrs. A, right? We have Mr. Small a who is son, correct? We have Mr. A square who is father. and we have Mrs. A square who is mother. Correct? So, once the reporting entity, for the reporting entity, who are the related parties here? Mr. A promoter. Correct? Mrs. A, Mr. small a, Mr. A square, Mrs. A square. Who are all these? Close members of family. They are also related parties. Each person's name and holding percentage will be disclosed. Meaning, you will write how much percentage they are having. 5%, 10%, 5%, 10%. So how much is this? 30%, right? 30 tha, kitna tha? हाँ, 30 tha. So 30% here and 60% here. So like this, 90% is within the family. Understood? This has to be disclosed. Why have to disclose? So that the users of the financial statements understand. Next, a person who has significant influence over the reporting entity. A person who has significant influence over the reporting entity. Now over here you can see that nobody has significant influence. Why? Because nobody is about 20%. But for example, if I was to say that the holding structure is like this, right? Let us say that there is Apex Private Limited, Apex Academics Private Limited. Now hold on. Apex Academics Private Limited. Let us say Pushkar holds 60%, right? Let us say, for example, now here we are talking about a person who has significant influence over reporting entity or a close member of the person's family. But it won't make sense as long as the person is not involved. Please understand. So we're looking about a person who has significant influence over the reporting entity. So I have Pushkar. What do I have over the reporting entity? This is the reporting entity. I have what? Control. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed. But suppose if I give Amrendra 21%, what does he have? Significant influence. And now suppose Deepali is there. She has 19%. What does she have? She has nothing. Why? This is an investment for her. Are you with me on that? Yes or no? So Pushkar becomes a related party. Amrendra becomes a related party. She is merely an investor. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, yes.
Sir, but what if she is merely an investor? अरे
Yes, yes.
तुम लोग रिलायंस का एक शेयर खरीदते हो हर महीने के लिए. तुम लोग साला रिलायंस के रिलेटेड पार्टी बनते हो क्या? इम्पॉसिबल बॉस. लेट्स बी प्रैक्टिकल. पैसा दीपाली ने कुछ शेयर्स मेरे कंपनी में खरीदे, बाद में बेच देगी. इन्वेस्टर हो, कोई रिलेटेड पार्टी नहीं है. रिलेटेड पार्टी कौन है? पुष्कर और अमरिंदर. वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस एस्पेक्ट. Yes or no? Yes. Let's go to the next one. Is a member of the key management personnel of the reporting entity or of the parent of the reporting entity. Member of the reporting entity or parent of the reporting entity. Very, very interesting. Yesterday I gave the example. I'm taking same example. Apex Academics Private Limited holds 90% in Apex Logistics Private Limited. Apex Academics Private Limited has board of directors. Board of directors are your key managerial persons. Now, on the board of directors, we have, for example, Amrendra, and we have, for example, Arpit. Okay, and we have CFO over here is Deepali. Okay, over here they have the various KMPs. Let us say it is Manish. Let us say it is Ravindra, and we have CFO over here, Ramya. Okay. Now, what are they saying? If my reporting entity is Apex Academics Private Limited, in this above case, My related parties are Amrendra, Arpit, and Deepali. If my reporting entity is Apex Logistics Private Limited, my related parties are, first of all, your own KMPs, Manish, Ravindra, and Ramya, and Amrendra, Arpit, and Deepali. Please understand. Sir, why like this? In Apex Logistics, you have written both. See the language of the standard. Is a member of the KMP of the reporting entity or of the parent of the reporting entity. In this case, if the reporting entity is Apex Logistics Private Limited, here we are looking at own KMP plus KMP of parent, correct? Who is the parent? Apex
Apex Academics.
Academics. So in Apex Academics, who will be there? Amrendra, Arpita, and Deepali. Agreed? So they will become the KMP. For you will say Apex Academics. Write down own plus parent. Apex Academics is an independent entity. It has no parent over itself. It is the holding entity. This is the subsidiary entity. So obviously for a subsidiary, all the KMPs of the holding are related parties. So can I write that for a subsidiary, all the KMP of holding are related parties. Kindly tell me if you agree with this. Yes or no? Yes? Can I proceed ahead? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Point A is over. Correct?
So, Pushkar, we get theoretical questions based on this, or we got the practical question on
You
this?
will get theoretical questions as well as practical questions. If you get a question on related parties,
Mhm.
it will not be only related parties, it will be a consolidation question in which there will be one question related to related parties. And if the question is related to related parties, it is outrightly going to be a theory question. How you will be asked now? See, within one case study, see, understand. You will have one case study. Okay, please understand. Okay. This case study will be for 25 marks. Okay, or 29 marks. One second, let me check. It is generally 25 marks. But just hold on 1 second. Yeah, 25. But let me just see 1 second of console of like this. It is how many marks? Yeah, 25 marks. Okay, you'll get a 25 marks case study. Am I clear? This 25 marks will be divided within various exhibits. Are you with me? Manishji?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now, if it's related party तो connection है, so there will be minimum 5, maximum 7 exhibits. Understood? Understood.
Mhm.
Now, one of the exhibits will be related parties and related parties will be theory. Got it?
Okay.
That's how this will come. Currently, just focus on understanding the standard. The paper pattern and paper practice, we will do it, but first the standard. Because if we get stuck in paper pattern, na, we will not be interested in completing the standards. You will be like, अरे ये standard से कुछ आएगा ही नहीं. And you will be an incomplete professional, not able to know all the standards. I don't want that for you. So I'm teaching all the standards first. I hope that's acceptable. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
makes sense, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, I'm writing over here. Somebody is talking here in the background. Okay. Now, an entity. Now, what are we talking about? See, so far we were talking about an individual being related. Look here. We were talking about individual being related. Now we are talking about who? Now we are talking about entity being related. Now let us see. Now, before I go and talk about entity being related, let us make a group structure. What do we make? A group structure. Now, for example, there is A Limited. This is the holding company. Under A Limited, what are the various items that are there? Let us see. A Limited holds 100% in B Limited, who in turn has two subsidiaries under it, C and D. Everyone? B holds 80% in C and 70% in D. Then A Limited has another subsidiary, E Limited, in which it holds 90%. Under E, there is F and there is G. E holds 80% and 90%. Then there is H, in which A holds 45%. In which A holds how much? 45%. Are you with me on that?
Yep.
Okay. Now, similarly, A, now, this is one part of the group structure. Okay. Now, whenever two companies enter into a legal contract to do business together and create a new entity, that's called as a joint venture. So let us say that A has entered into a joint venture with W and has created a company called WA. This WA is a JV between A and W. WA is related to A and WA is related to B. It is related party of both. But here is the twist. Here is the twist. This twist is very interesting. Focus on this twist. A has entered into an agreement with the W and has created a company called WA. And A has entered into this with X and has created a joint venture called XA. Of course, this is a joint venture. It is a related party. It is a related party. But please understand that a joint venture with a common venturer. Who is the common venturer? A. A has entered with X also. A has entered with W also. So who are they? They are joint ventures of A and are hence related to each other. So they are both related parties of each other. Do you understand? Yes or no? Yes or no? So when the reporting entity is XA, its related parties are X and A and WA. When the reporting entity is WA, its related parties are A and W and XA. When the reporting entity is only A, the related parties are XA and WA. And when the reporting entity is W, the related party is WA. And when the reporting entity is X, the related party is only XA. Am I clear about this? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Am I clear about this? My dear students, did you understand this?
Yes, Pushkar.
उसका थोड़ा सा इशू लास्ट वाले पॉइंट में लग रहा है मुझे। यदि मान लो डब्ल्यू है, डब्ल्यू ए तो समझ में आ रहा है, लेकिन एक्स से कैसे होगा रिलेटेड पार्टी?
एक्स है ना रिलेटेड पार्टी, ये एक्स है।
हाँ हाँ,
एक्स का जेवी कौन है? एक्स है ना। एक्स और ए के बीच में जेवी बना, वो क्या बना? एक्स और ए के बीच में जो जेबी बना वो क्या बना सर?
एक्स है, एक्स है।
तो एक्स से एक्स के साथ रिलेटेड है कि नहीं है?
हाँ,
तो इसलिए
ओके,
बराबर ना?
बराबर बराबर।
वो फर्स्ट वाले मुझे समझ में नहीं है, रिपोर्टिंग एंटिटी एक्स ए,
हाँ,
उसमें रिलेटेड पार्टी एक्स आए ए आए समझ में आया, बट डब्ल्यू ए कैसे आ गया
यस्टरडे
वो?
आपका नोटबुक देखो
आरपी
रम्या, आपका कल का नोटबुक देखना। आपके कल के नोटबुक में, एक मिनट, डायरी है, सॉरी नोटबुक नहीं है आपके पास, आपके पास डायरी है। एक मिनट, मजाक कर रहा हूँ, एक मिनट। देखिए रम्या, आपके नोटबुक में आपने कैसे लिखा है, नोटिस कीजिए। कहाँ लिखा आपने? शायद मिस तो नहीं कर दिया, लग तो ऐसे ही रहा है।
नहीं, ए बी ऐसा नहीं लिखा था हमने, अरविंद लिमिटेड करके शुरू किया था, और
नो
पुष्कर
प्रॉब्लम,
अर्पित।
नो प्रॉब्लम। देखिए यहाँ पे क्या है स्टैंडर्ड में, one entity is a joint venture of a third entity and the other entity, oh sorry, both entities are joint ventures of the same third party. क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे रम्या? Both the entities are joint
हाँ,
ventures of the
joint
same third party. बराबर है?
हम्म
Are both entities over here, are both entities over here, XA and WA, joint ventures of the same third party A? Yes or
ए,
no?
हाँ,
That is
यस,
why XA is related to WA and WA is related to XA.
एक से, ओके,
Understood?
ओके,
Understood. Now next.
यस,
Now see next. Now this is interesting. One entity is a joint venture of the third entity and another entity is an associate of the third entity. Now look, both the diagrams will be interconnected now. Now hold on and check this out. Now see here, both the diagrams, we will interconnect them. What did they say? They said that one entity is a joint venture of the third entity means A and another means of A, joint venture of A, correct? And other entity is associate of the third entity means associate of A. What are they trying to say over here? Over here, they are trying to say that, over here, they are trying to say that joint venture of A is related to associate of A. They are trying to say like this. See here, read the language. One entity is joint venture of A and other entity is associate of A. Are you with me? Do you understand this fourth point? Yes or no? I have no responses coming.
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Yeah, that means if A has a joint venture also and
Associate also, the
associate,
joint
then
venture
both.
and associate are related to each other.
Yeah.
Deepali, do you understand? Amrinder ji, you understand? Arpit, you are traveling. I know you may be little uncomfortable, but give me a thumbs up if you are able to grasp what is being discussed. Thank you, Arpit. Oh no, that was Ramya. Ramya understood? Fair enough. Arpit, thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Deepali, you are understanding?
Yes, Pushkar. Yes.
Good. So now because of this, what will happen? What will happen? H will automatically be related to WA and H will automatically be related to WB. So with your permission, can I add over here H as well? Can I add over here H as well? And of course, A के लिए H तो आएगा ही आएगा. Can I add over here H as well? What is this? This is JV of A. I'm sorry, this is associate of A.
Hmm.
Pushkar, why it is associate?
What is
Less than 50%. Yeah.
Less
And
than
more
50,
than
more than 20.
Significant
What does it
influence.
become? Associate.
Significant. Yeah.
What does it become? Associate. And
Associate.
associate of A is related to JV of A. So by virtue of that, can I say that WA, who is this? Is a JV of A, and XA, who is this XA? XA is a JV of A, are both related to H. Who is H? Bolo?
Associate of A.
Perfect. Associate of A. I would like to believe you have understood point number 4 and point number 3. Arey, what is the point number 1? Entity, reporting entity are members of the same group, which means that they are parent subsidiary or fellow subsidiary. They are related to each other. Look here, how many fellow subsidiaries you are having? Just take a look at it. B and E are fellow subsidiaries. C, D, F, G are fellow subsidiaries. Yes or no? Yes. A is the parent. Do you understand? So can I say that B, comma E, who are they? Fellow subsidiaries. Can I say C, D, F, G, who are they? Fellow subsidiaries. What is A's holding percentage in B? 100%. So what is A's holding percentage in C? 80%. Here also 70%. Do you understand? B holds 80% in C and A holds 100% in B. मतलब ये 80% का 100% A का है, ये 70% का 100% A का है. But what about F? ये 80% का 90% A का है, so 72%. ये 90% का 90% A का है, so how much? 81%. बरोबर?
बरोबर. Yes.
Understood everybody? Deepali, Ramya, everybody understands?
Yes, Pushkar.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
तो होल्डिंग परसेंटेज जस्ट कैलकुलेट करके रखो, जस्ट फॉर योर रेफरेंस. महंगा एग्जाम में ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं. The entity is a post-employment defined benefit plan for the benefit of either the reporting entity or an entity related to the reporting entity. And the entity itself is such a plan. Sponsoring employers are also related to the reporting entity. What is the meaning of this? See, an entity is a post-employment defined benefit plan for the benefit of the employees of either the reporting or an entity related to the reporting entity. Chalo, let us see. I'll create one more entity over here. I'll create one more entity over here. The name of the entity is entity R. Now R, I am putting a star. R is an entity. R is an entity in which A invests money and R then reinvests that money somewhere else and gives returns to A. A uses these returns to pay employees of A plus other group companies on their retirement for gratuity, leave encashment, and PF. Are you with me? When are these taken? These are retirement benefits. Please accept this statement. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
I am awaiting
Yes.
responses from you.
Yes.
A uses the returns to pay the employees of A. Basically, what happened? Pushkar showed in a diagram. A holds 100% in R. Okay. But what does A do? A pumps money into R. What does R do? R takes this money and it invests. Where does it invest? Anywhere. Equities, mutual funds, whatever the hell it wants, etc. And then what happens? An ROI is created out of the money. This ROI goes back to A. A then uses this for paying the employees of A, paying the employees of group company, paying employees of group. Are you with me on that? Yes or no? And what do
Yes.
they pay? They pay gratuity, leave encashment and PF. What do they pay? They pay gratuity, leave encashment and PF. Are you with me?
PF, yeah. Yes.
Yes or no?
Yep.
Yes or no? So what is R? R is a defined benefit plan. What is R? A defined benefit plan. I hope everybody understands this. So R is related to A, right? So if I was to say related parties of A, I will put down R. Not just as a subsidiary. Not just as a subsidiary, but as a retirement benefit plan. Somebody will ask me a doubt. Is it necessary for A to own 100%? No. It is not necessary for A to own any equity in R for R to be its defined benefit plan. Are you with me on that? You can have a completely separate professional enterprise. Tomorrow A can contract if I want with Motilal Oswal and tell to Motilal Oswal that I want money for these purposes. Who is Motilal Oswal? Suddenly, the manager of the defined benefit plan. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Please tell me that. My dear students. Yes or no?
Yes.
Hello?
Yep.
Yes?
Correct.
It is not necessary for A to own any equity. I am just showing you. So tomorrow, if A is only pumping money and R is investing this money and the ROI is going back to A, right? Still, as far as the reporting entity A is concerned, R is a related party. I hope I'm amply clear about this. I hope I'm amply clear about this. Yes or no? Am I clear?
Yeah.
The entity is controlled or jointly controlled by a person identified in A. Arre baapre, where is A? A person or a close member of that person's family. Now look at this. Above all this, if I was to say that Pushkar holds 100% in A. You tell me one thing. If I own 100% in A, am I not by substance holding 100% in B? Am I not by substance holding 80% in C? Am I not by substance holding 70% in D? Am I not by substance holding 72% in F via my vehicle E? Am I not holding 81% in G via my vehicle E? Am I not holding 45% in H directly? Are X, A and WA not my joint ventures? They are. Who am I? Who am I? A person controlling the group. He is a related party of all entities in the group. Are you with me on that? Yes or no? Are you with me on that?
Yes, Pushkar.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
An entity or any member of a group which is, it is a part, provides key management personnel services. So, suppose there is an entity who is providing KMP services. Let us say that there is a firm called Arpit and Associates. This firm provides key managerial person services to A. So this firm is now related to entire group. Yes or no? Why it is related to the entire group? Because you can see that A is the dictator of the group. A is the whip. I will call this the whip. Who is Pushkar? Pushkar is the master. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? ये छड़ी है, ये चाबुक है. A लिमिटेड तो एक चाबुक है. उस चाबुक से ये सारे लोग लाइन में, डिसिप्लिन में रहते हैं. आई बात समझ में? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes or
Pushkar.
no?
Yes. Yeah.
और कॉर्पोरेट विल की सहायता लेकर के पुष्कर पीछे से अपना काम करता है, नहीं तो पर्सन एक्सपोज हो जाएगा. आई बात समझ में? ये बेहद इंटरेस्टिंग है ये सारी चीजें. आप कभी तो टाइम निकाल के सीए इंटर और फाउंडेशन के लॉ के लेक्चर्स को अटेंड कीजिए. अगर आपको इन चीजों में दिलचस्पी है तो आपको वो चीजों की कमेंट्री सुनने में अच्छा लगेगा. पर ये सिर्फ एक एकेडमिक इन्विटेशन है. आप एकेडमिकली इसमें कर सकते हो. दूसरी बात मैं आपको बताता हूं, आपकी उम्र, आपका एक्सपीरियंस, मतलब सीधा सीधा आपका तजुर्बा, आपका एज आपको ऑटोमेटिकली सीए फाउंडेशन में कंपनीज एक्ट पढ़ाने को अलाउ करता है और सीए इंटर में कंपनीज एक्ट पढ़ाने को अलाउ करता है. आप कभी तो लेक्चर्स उसके देख लीजिएगा मेरे चैनल पे आने वाले कुछ महीनों में, और आपके प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशंस वगैरह लेने के बाद यदि आपका मन हुआ तो आप ये लेक्चर्स ले सकेंगे. अपने आप के लिए एक सेपरेट सोर्स ऑफ इनकम भी चालू कीजिए. ये मत बोलिए कि मैं दिन में 18 घंटा एक कंपनी के लिए काम करता हूँ. तो अगर आप 18 घंटा एक कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहे हो तो आपने सिर्फ वन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम क्रिएट किया है. एक व्यक्ति के पास मल्टीपल सोर्सेज ऑफ इनकम होने चाहिए. तो थिंक अबाउट डाइवर्सिफाइंग योर टाइम ऑल्सो. मैं आपको एक जनरल बात बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि आज आपके पास तजुर्बा है, आज आपके पास में वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है, जीवन का भी तजुर्बा है, काम का भी तजुर्बा है. तो आप बड़े रिसोर्सेज बनते हो. कोई गधा ही होगा जो बोलेगा अरे सीए नहीं है, सीए नहीं है तो क्या हुआ, सीए पे कौन सा सोना लगा हुआ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दीज एस्पेक्ट्स ऑल द वे. लेट्स गो अहेड. नाउ when a related party and the reporting entity enter into a transaction, this is called as related party transaction. These related party transactions, as per GAAP, they have to be disclosed. As per law, there are restrictions on these transactions. You may refer to section number 188 read with section number 2 subsection 76 of Indian Companies Act read with section number 185, 186, 187 and 189 of Indian Companies Act. I'm specifically talking from Indian companies perspective because I have also practiced at NCLT, so I can tell you about this, that these are all the sections that you have for the related parties purposes. And of course, when you take into consideration the same, related party ambit is covered there where there is restriction on transaction. GAAP is very, very lenient. GAAP says I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm just going to tell you that if you do something, you have to disclose it. So GAAP says only one thing. Whoever are all your related parties, you are going to disclose a list to me. And you have already learned who are all the related parties. I have covered it over here, amply covered over here, amply covered over here. Okay. Having said that, what do? You have to disclose the transaction. But this has an impact. This has to be eliminated from consolidated financial statements. This was yesterday's discussion, which Deepali has missed. So Deepali, I need you to be very, very active. Are you paying attention?
Yes, Pushkar.
Mm.
Now come Deepali. I am talking only to you. Will you respond to me?
Sure.
A holds 90% in B. So can I say that A is a holding company and B is a subsidiary company? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
Now I am talking about A revenue. He has made sales to outsiders 2,100. This is rupees in crores or anything you want to take. Okay, whatever. And he has made sales to B. I am purposely writing over here at cost. There is a reason for this. There is a reason for this. I will discuss that reason when I do conso in the next lecture. And let us say that this is 1800. So what is the total revenue? 3,900.
1,900, yeah.
Now B. It has revenue. Sales to outsiders. 2,500. And it has made purchases from A 1800. Correct? Na? Sales to B becomes purchases from A. Correct? And from outsiders. So 200. Now let us understand from a consolidation perspective. First of all, I am talking about standalone financial statements of A. What will be the revenue? 3,900. B. What will be the revenue? 2,500. And what will be the COGS? 2,000.
Okay.
2,000.
Yes.
Purchases both now.
Yeah.
Now, conso financial statements are not concerned with related party transaction. Conso financial statements only report the revenues, cost, etc. from outsiders. From what? Outsiders. So in the conso, the revenue 3,900, you will be eliminate
1,800.
related party transaction 1800, and it is how much? 2,100. And you will say COGS, it will be 2,000 minus
1,800.
eliminate 1,800, it will be 200.
Correct.
Most important. Most important. Now, from the perspective of assets, let us say there is PPE in the books of A and there's PPE in the books of B, 1,400. In console, it will become how much?
1,400.
Please understand. In console, it will become how much? 1,400. Are you with me on that? Yes or no?
Pushkar, yeah.
Yes or no? Now, please look here. There is accounts receivable. A has 50. And in liabilities, there is accounts payable. A has 40 and B has 30. Right? And receivable B has, let us say 25. B owes to A 15. B owes to A 15. What is the meaning of B owes to A 15? कि ए के अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल में बी का 15 है, करेक्ट?
Correct. Yes, Pushkar. Yeah.
रम्या, अंडरस्टूड?
yes Pushkar.
अमरिंदर जी,
Yes, yes, yeah.
he's there. See, response is fine. He should be there in the lecture. Ravi, Ravindra Kale, you are there ना?
Yes, understanding, sir. Yes, yes, yes. I'm there. I'm there.
अर्पित
Yep.
सुन लेना भैया, बस सुन लेना, है ना? अपन बाद में बात करेंगे इसको, आप सुन लेना खाली अर्पित, बाकी कुछ नहीं, ठीक है? एज अ कॉमेंट्री सुन लेना, ठीक है? बी ओज टू ए 15, अकाउंट्स में बी का अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल में, ए के अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल में बी का 15 बैठा है। अभी ए का अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल के अंदर बी का 15 बैठा है, मतलब इसका ये रिलेटेड पार्टी है और
Correct.
इसका ये आउटसाइडर्स है। अभी सिंपल सी बात है, बी ओज न राजा, तो बी के अकाउंट्स पेएबल में ए का 15 है कि नहीं है? ये
है।
बी का अकाउंट्स पेएबल
Yes.
है, इसमें से 15 रिलेटेड पार्टी का हो गया और 15 आउटसाइडर्स का हो गया। यस और नो?
Correct.
प्लीज टेल मी दैट।
yes
सो
Yeah.
अकाउंट रिसीवेबल अगर मैं बोलता हूं ए, तो क्या आएगा इधर 50, इधर क्या आएगा 25। ये 75 अकाउंट रिसीवेबल है, बरोबर है? ओके, इसमें से मैं क्या करूंगा? एलिमिनेट रिलेटेड पार्टी। कितना काटूंगा मैं? 50।
15.
और मेरे कॉन्सो में, हाँ मेरे कॉन्सो में कितना आएगा? 75 माइनस 15 इज 60। अकाउंट्स पेएबल कितना है बॉस? 40 और 30, 70 में से कितना कटेगा?
55.
15, कितना आएगा? 55। What is this concept that you have learnt, my dear friends? Elimination of payables and receivables. Elimination of payable and receivables. Agreed? Yes or
Yes,
no?
Pushkar.
समझा
Yes.
guys?
yes
Next statement. Financial statements are a maze. Correct? Users need to understand them. So for this, the presentation has to be user friendly. यूजर फ्रेंडली प्रेजेंटेशन का एक तरीका होता है सेगमेंट रिपोर्टिंग। क्या तरीका होता है? सेगमेंट रिपोर्टिंग। व्हाट हैपेंस टू द बिजनेस? इट इज प्रेजेंटेड एज segments based on geography, assets, revenue, profit and loss, and significance to business. And what? And significance to business. Are you with me on that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Pushkar, why are you talking about this? ये तो क्वेश्चंस है रिलेटेड पार्टीज के, ऑपरेटिंग सेगमेंट्स। यस, ऑपरेटिंग सेगमेंट्स। अंडरस्टूड गाइस?
Hmm.
What are the segments? We'll take a 10-minute break because I need to go to the loo actually. I just need a minute. But if you want, see, yesterday I had not given you a break. I'll happily give you a break today. I don't want to be inconsiderate. ये तो बोल देंगे पागल हो गया, जल्लाद हो गया, इसका पास अभी IFRS के पीछे पड़ा है, इसके पास कोई काम नहीं है क्या, अभी खाली IFRS ही करता है. That will be the next response. So I don't want that. ठीक है? So we'll take a break. But what I want now, guys, I need this to be in your notebooks here. So what should I do? Will you be writing this? Or should I give you screenshots? Or will one of you take the screenshots? क्या करूं? मैं ही ले लूं? हाँ? Just tell me, na, guys.
So, आप
Now see, when it comes to a business, the substantial aspects of that business have to be reported. Now, what do I mean by substantial aspects of a business have to be reported? See, from the perspective of reporting, assets, revenue, and profit and loss are used to report something known as operating segments. And operating segments work on a 10% rule. They work on what? A 10% rule. So I'll give you first a practical example and then I'll give you a fictional example. See, rather than you giving you a practical example, why don't you give me a practical example? You're a part of Musk, right? Now, within Musk, don't you have various segments or lines of business? Yes, guys, can you talk to me about it? Can you talk to me about it? Because this
Yes.
is now it's as good as a Musk batch only. There is no non-Musk person here. If there is, I think Deepali is also ex-Musk only, if I'm not mistaken. So, ये पूरा तुम लोग के कंपनी का ही चालू है, राज तुम लोग का ही है. Tell me, what are the segments that you have in your business? If I was to look at it. If I was to look at it. If you can tell me verbally or if you want, I'll open up a financial statements. I don't really mind.
No, it's Akshay. That's sorry, Puskar.
Yeah.
We have many segments in Marks, and it's APMT terminals. Am I audible?
Huh.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, APMT terminals, freight forwarding, and SCM.
Logistics.
Tempo,
Correct.
Yeah.
Just a
oceans.
let's just take a look for a second.
Hmm.
Achha, they are giving a direct Excel sheet only. Jabardast hai tumhara company. So I don't want to open an Excel sheet. Somebody has given a reply. Arpit, Ocean L&S APMT.
Yes.
Right? You agree with him?
Yeah.
Ocean
Mm.
L&S APMT.
Yeah.
Now, what is a segment? A segment is a part of a business that is capable of earning revenues on its own. Right? So ओशन अपने आप में इसका अपना एक रेवेन्यू होता है, L&S का अपने आप में एक रेवेन्यू होगा. They have their own revenue, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
They have their own, can I say, market? Can I say revenue? Can I say cost? And can I also say assets? Yes or no? You tell me that. Do you agree? Agreed?
Agree.
They
Yes,
have their own
yes.
market. It is geography. Correct, guys?
Mm.
You are not interested in this. If they have revenue, yes, this is an operating segment. If they have cost, revenue minus cost will give you what? Profit. And if they have, again, this is an operating segment. So now suppose I have a company, ABC Incorporated, and it has the various segments, segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4, segment 5, segment 6, segment 7, segment 8, segment 9, and segment 10. I'm only talking assets, all right? Okay, I'm only talking assets. I'm saying over here total assets. Actually, I will not take so many segments that defeats the purpose. I think 4 is more than enough for me to convey my message. It will just be sheer excitement on my part. It will be a repetitive stupidity. I need not do that much. I did not go overboard. 4 is more than enough to explain the concept to you. Can I say?
पुष्कर, I joined late. Segment क्या है आपने ऊपर लिखा था?
A segment is nothing but a part of a business that is capable of earning revenues on its own. So it will have its own market, it will have its own revenue, it will have its own cost, and it will have its own assets. In your line of business, Ocean, LNS, and APMT are 3 segments that Arpit Gupta meticulously pointed out.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Let us see. 4,000, 2,000, 6,000, 15,000. What are your total assets? 15,000. What are your total assets? 15,000. Okay. Now, any segment whose assets are 10% or more than 15,000, 10% or more than 1,500 means what? 10% or more. I won't write 1,500. Then you will get confused. Why 10? Why? What is 10%? 10% of this. So is this more than 10%? This is a segment. Is this more than 10%? It is a segment. It is a segment. It is a segment. Am I clear? Yes or no? Suppose if I was to say 600, 400, and 7,000. Total assets are 15,000. They have to be how much? 10% or more. So this is a segment. This is a segment. What about this? No. What about this? No. Am I clear? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Am I clear? Yes or no? Please tell me that.
Yes, yes.
Yes? So can I put a tick mark on assets are 10% of total assets?
So it is
Yes.
compulsory to be 10% or more,
Yes,
like-
it is given by the standard. 10 is considered to be material. 10 is a threshold.
Okay.
10 is a threshold. Can I say the third point is over? Yes, guys. हाँ अमरेंद्र जी.
सर सपोज करो जैसे एलएनएस बिजनेस है तो एलएनएस बिजनेस में हम लोगों को फिर वो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड है, जैसे एयर है अपना, क्या बोलते हैं वेस्ट सर्विसेज है, अलग अलग सर्विसेज है और सबका अलग अलग प्रॉफिट हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं। तो क्या हमको सेगमेंट रिपोर्टिंग में वो सब सेगमेंट को भी शो करना है क्या, यदि मान लो उसका 10% से ज्यादा है हिस्सेदारी तो?
नहीं, ये एलएनएस अपने आप में ये एक सेगमेंट है, तो इसके जो विविध घटक है वो एकत्रित होके एलएनएस बनेंगे।
बराबर, हाँ,
तो
ओके।
आप एलएनएस को आपके व्यवसाय में एक सेगमेंट बना के दिखाएंगे, लेकिन वो जो एलएनएस है वो इन विविध घटकों से बना हुआ है, ये भी समझना जरूरी है।
हाँ, जैसे उसमें बहुत तरह का
सेगमेंट की
बिजनेस
सेगमेंट
है।
हो नहीं सकती।
अच्छा, ओके ओके, यानी सब
होती है,
सब
बनाने
सेगमेंट
में।
को हम लोग शो नहीं करेंगे।
नहीं नहीं, उतनी ग्रैन्युलरिटी पे जाएंगे तो यूजर ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा।
ओके ओके, गॉट इट।
ये हो गया। अभी नेक्स्ट इंटरेस्टिंग, अभी रेवेन्यू जो होता है ना, रेवेन्यू कैन बी ऑफ 2 टाइप्स। it can be inter-segment. That is one segment providing goods or services to another segment, or it can be to outsiders. What is the meaning of this? This is third party. This is all third party sales. What is this? This is third party sales. Now, why are we making this? Because look here, reported revenue is 10% or more of the combined revenue. Of what? Combined revenue. External and inter-segment. What are they saying? Combined revenue, external and inter-segment. Chalo. Are you able to see the screen? X Limited has the following business components: Pharma, FMCG, Ayurvedic, others, and total. This is total, right? So here, this is basically total. Okay. Now see here, Pharma external revenue 97 lakhs, internal nil. FMCG, this segment is only for internal sales. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Got it?
Yes.
My dear
Yes.
friends, means instead of buying from outside, you are making your own manufacturing line that is supplying to you. Now that line can supply to you at a profit. That's a different story. That is the transfer pricing between you and them. Same Ayurvedic, same others. Now, what is the dialogue? What is the wording that you have learned? What is the dialogue? What is the wording that you have learned over here? Reported revenue is 10% or more of the combined revenue. Of the what revenue? Of the combined revenue. My dear friends, what is your combined revenue over here? It is 1 crore 8 lakhs plus 45 lakhs, which is 1 crore 53 lakhs. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed or disagreed? How much it is? 1 crore and
Agree, yeah.
53 lakhs. Yes or no? Please tell me that. Combined, na? Internal as well as internal, external. What is internal? It is nothing but inter-segment. Are you with me there? Yes or no? Come on, guys.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yeah.
See, just because I have to teach a concept and in your notes it's not there, I will straight away go to CA final. Everything is there in CA final. Please understand that. Got it, guys? Just that new batch of CA final we have not yet put. So the study material, which book module has which chapter, abhi tak I have not carefully seen it, but I know the syllabus through and through. I know I'll find it over here. You inter batches are on right now. So we can understand what is what is what. I can do this in inter also, but no, I want you to do it in Ind AS because Ind AS 108 is derived from IFRS 8. I need you to understand that IFRS 8 is segments. So that is why. Okay. Now 153. Now what is pharmacy? What percentage? It is 97 lakhs divided by how much? 1 crore 53 lakhs. What is the answer? 63.39%. How did this come? This is nothing but 97 lakhs divided by 1 crore and 53 lakhs. Did you understand? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Come on,
yes,
guys.
Pushkar. Yes, yes.
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 So I will write over here. Total sales is equal to external plus internal, which is equal to 108 plus 45, which is equal to 153. Correct? Now I will write about pharma. Pharma is 97 divided by 153, which is equal to 63.40 percentage. Can I write about FMCG right now? Now FMCG, let us take a look. FMCG is 4 lakhs divided by 1 crore 53 lakhs. What is the answer? 2.614 percentage. 4 divided by 153. Do not 4 divided by 153 percentage. Do on your calculators. Are you sitting with calculators? My dear students, are you sitting with calculators?
Yes, Pushkar. Yeah.
Do the calculation. Come on, be a part of it. Ayurveda will be how much? 3 upon 153. Are you able to see on the screen? Dikh raha hai na barabar?
Yes. We can
3
clear
upon
this.
153. So 3 divided by 153. What is the answer?
1.96.
Perfect. The answer is 1.96.
Hmm.
Next, others. Others में क्या आएगा? 49 आएगा. 49 by 153.
32%.
Perfect. 32.026 percentage. 32.03 percentage. So now over here, you have to be 10% or more. So this is a segment. This is not a segment. This is not a segment. This is
What
a
a segment. Yeah.
Clear? Did you understand external and internal? My objective of showing this to you is only external and only internal. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
this was what over here? This was, my dear friends, only revenue. In this slide, I am touching on revenue and I am touching on assets. I want you to be clear about this. So for assets, what are the total assets? 90 lakhs, correct? So for pharma, what are your total assets? 55 divided by 90. What is the
90, yeah.
percentage? 55 divided by 90 percentage. 61.11 percentage. Correct?
Yeah.
61.11. Correct. Next, FMCG. What will it be?
27.7.
25 divided by 90. किती झाले?
27.78.
27.77 म्हणजे 27.78 घेऊया. Correct? It is a segment. पुढे आयुर्वेदा. How much? 4 by 90. किती झाले? 4 divided by 90.
4.44.
4.44.
Hmm.
Don't look at that and read. Sometimes institute is making mistakes. CA institute. Okay. Next, others. I'm serious. 6 divided by 90. 6 divided by 90 percentage. 6.67.
Hmm.
Means these two Ayurvedic and others are not the segments on the basis of assets. Now look at the interesting part. Others is a segment on the basis of
Revenue.
revenue, but others is not a segment on the basis of total assets. FMCG is a segment on the basis of total assets, but not a segment on the basis of total sales. Are you with me on that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no? Now there is a twist in revenue. Pushkar, what is the twist in revenue? Revenue segments have to be such that please can somebody check if we are recording?
Yes, we are recording.
Yeah, good. Segments have to be such that 75% of the external revenue has to be disclosed in the form of segments. It has to be disclosed in segments. 75% have to be disclosed in segments. Am I clear? Now you look over here, my dear students. You are disclosing 63% and you're disclosing 32%. But here you need to understand that 97, this 63 is purely external. This 3 of Ayurveda is purely external. You need to understand. And 8 divided by 108, what is the percentage? 8 divided by 108 percentage, that is 7%. This is 7.40%. That is only external. You need to understand that. So why did I come up with this? Let us read what the standard is telling us to do. Take a look at the standard. What does the standard say? At least 75% of the total external revenue must be reported by the operating segments. Where this is not the case, additional segments must be identified even if they don't meet the 10% thresholds. 2 or more segments below the thresholds may be aggregated to produce a reportable segment if the segment have similar economic characteristics and are in same majority criteria, means they are in the same market, vagera, so on and so forth. Now let's look at the dilemma over here. Now, external revenue of reportable segments must be 75% or more of the total entity. Operating segments that don't meet the quantitative threshold may be considered to be reportable and separately disclosed if information about the segment is useful to others. Now, let's look over here. Segment pharma would be, it meets all the 3, though one criteria is required. FMCG does not satisfy. So it would be this Ayurvedic, whatever. An entity may combine information about operating segments that don't meet. So what are they essentially trying to say? See, here they have not done it. But take a look at what I am presenting. Now I am writing over here external sales. My dear friends, what are your external sales? 1 crore 8 lakhs. Okay. Now what is pharma? Pharma is purely external, which is 97 lakhs divided by 1 crore 8 lakhs. What is the percentage? Please tell me. What is the percentage? 97 divided by 1 crore 8 lakhs percentage. 97 divided by 108 percentage. How much percent is this?
89.81,
which is 90 percentage. So can I write the following statement over here? As per standard, we need to at least 75% of external sales. Agreed or disagreed? Agreed?
Agreed, yeah.
By disclosing pharma as a segment based on revenue, comma, we are automatically disclosing 90% of external sales. Agreed or disagreed, ladies and gentlemen? Yes or no, please tell me that. Yes or no, please tell me that. Therefore, even if no other segment is tested for 75% criteria, it's okay as pharma has satisfied the same. Agreed? As pharma has satisfied the same. Agreed or disagreed?
Agreed, Pushkar.
डोंट वरी, जो पहले भी मैंने कैलकुलेशंस लिखे थे मैं उसका भी लूंगा स्क्रीनशॉट. जस्ट लेट मी गेट टू अ प्लेस हियर, राइट? हाँ, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, गिव मी सम टाइम. ठीक है? So we understand this. Now, can I say in the book, point number 1 and point number 3 are over? We have not yet done point number 2. We have not yet done point number 2. Shall we start discussing point number 2? Everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now pay attention to point number 2. Very interesting. These are your segments. Purposely I have taken numbers like this. एक में profit, एक में loss, एक में profit, एक में loss. Why you have done like this? Why are you irritating us? एक तो खाना खाने का टाइम हो रहा है, भूख लग रही है और तू ये कर रहा है, मैथमेटिक्स खेल रहा है. नो, स्टैंडर्ड इंटरप्रिटेशन. Standard interpretation. I want you all to pay attention to what I'm trying to say. The absolute amount of its reported profit or loss. Very important word. My dear students, what is the word that they have used? What is the word that they have used? The word that they have used is absolute amount of reported profit or loss. Is 10% or more of the greater of the absolute amount of combined profit of all operating segments.
समझ में नहीं आया बच्चे.
Combined reporting profit of all operating segments that did not report a loss. 1 second. Come here. Talk to me. What is the combined profit? Talk to me. What is the combined profit of all segment that did not report a loss? What is the answer? Can I say 500 plus 300 plus 250? Come on, everybody participate. Plus 350. This is important.
220,
220. Yeah.
Next.
360,
Next.
140.
140.
140. Give me total. Do one calci फटाफट. 500, 300, 800, 800 plus 250 is 1050 plus 350 plus 220 plus 360 plus 140. What is your answer?
2120.
2120. Everybody
Yeah.
agrees with his calculation?
Yes. Yeah.
Second. Just like it is combined profit of all segments that did not report a loss, there will now be a combined loss of all the segments that did not report a profit. That reported a loss. Reported a loss means what? Did not report a profit.
Profit.
That reported a loss means what? They did not report a profit. Combined loss
200, 400, 600, 600, 700, 750, 750.
of all segments that did not report a profit. Begin. Chalo, dictate me. 200 plus
1580
plus 400 plus 150
150
plus 180 plus
plus
210
210
plus
plus
320 plus 120. And the answer the lady gave is 1580.
180.
Do I have combined profit of this? Now you tell me, do I have, मेरे पास क्या ये है और क्या ये आ चुका है मेरे पास? Do I have these two items, combined profit of this and combined reported loss? Do I have this?
Yes.
Now look here, absolute amount of its मतलब किसका? segment का. I'm teaching you how to read the law. Absolute amount of segment reported profit is 10% or more of combined reported profit. My dear friends, मतलब ये 500, is it 10% or more than profit? तो profit किसके साथ भिड़ाऊंगा मैं? Profit के साथ. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is the
Yes,
10% of this? 212.
Correct.
So all the segments, now focus over here, huh? This is very important. All segments with profit greater than or equal to 2012 are what? Are
Segments.
reporting segments. But all segment with profit. Will I check the segments in losses? No.
No. 158.
All segment with loss greater than or equal to 158 are reporting segments. समझ में आ रहा है? 158 समझ में आ रहा है? So now you tell me, profit is more than 212. Is this a reporting segment? Yes. Profit is more than 212. Is this a reporting segment?
Yes.
Reporting segment. Reporting segment. Reporting segment. Reporting segment. Is this a reporting segment?
No.
No. Am I clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
I expect
Yes.
responses. Now let's talk
Yes.
about this. The loss has to be greater than how much? 158. Is this a reporting segment in loss? Yes. Is this a
Yes.
reporting segment in loss? Yes. Is this a reporting segment in loss? No. It is
No.
less than 158. Is the
Reporting,
reporting
yeah.
segment in loss? Yes. Is the reporting
Yes.
segment in loss? Yes. Is the
Yes.
reporting segment in loss? Yes. Is the
Yes.
reporting segment in loss?
No.
No. Why
No.
it has to be more than 158?
150.
And let me tell you this very, very frankly. No service provider in the market teaches segment like this. Most of them make a blunder. They take total and they take 10% and they fuck it up. There's no better way to use it. No better words to put it. Correct? Please understand. These are profit segments
Hmm.
and these guys are your loss segments. My dear students, if you will notice, I have finished this 1, 2, 3 and I have finished 75% of external revenue also. I have
Hmm.
finished segmental reporting with you. Segment is over. Now all this chart part is okay. Why you need this chart? You already know it. What is there in the chart? Identify based on management reporting. Do they meet the quantitative? What are the quantitative thresholds? 10% revenue, 10% assets, 10% profit ka profit, loss ka loss. 75% total external revenue. Are you with me on that? Yes or no?
Hmm.
Everyone?
Yes.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
Understand one thing. I'm giving you a special note. This note is very, very important. This note is very, very important. I want you to focus on this note. Sometimes, comma, a segment does not meet the quantitative thresholds. And hence, as per the standard, you are not obligated to report the same. Please understand this. You are not obligated to report the same. However, if the line of business represented by the segment or geographical area where the segment operates are of crucial significance to company or are such that users of financial statement should know about it, then even if criteria is not met, comma, a segment which is not a reporting segment, can be shown as or disclosed as a reporting segment. Am I clear about this, guys? Am I clear about this? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you
Yes. Yeah.
repeat here?
Now, for example, there are three segments A, B, C, and D. In terms of assets, this is 15%, 45%, 60, and 35%. 95%, these are only 5%. In terms of revenue, let us say 20, 50, how much is this? 70, 70 and 25, how much? 95. This is again 5%. In terms of profit also, this is 5% only. So if this have to be 5%, let's take this 35%, 35%, 70, 75 means how much this is? 25, na? Got it?
25, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So does D become a reporting segment in any which way? You tell me. Yes or no?
No.
No.
Hmm.
But D represents a futuristic product which will be the future source of revenue in majority for the company. हो सकता है ना एक ऐसा कोई प्रोडक्ट सैमसंग के लिए उसके एंड्रॉयड मोबाइल फोन्स थे, एप्पल के लिए उसका आईफोन था, ना कि उसका मैकिंटॉश कंप्यूटर। आप मुझे बताइए ना, आप सारे मैच्योर लोग हैं, ज्यादा क्या बिकता है मार्केट में, मैकिंटॉश का कंप्यूटर की एप्पल का आईफोन? मुझे मार्केट का बोलिए, यू टेल मी ऑनेस्टली, क्या बिकता है ज्यादा?
iPhone.
आईफोन बिकता है। तो जब भी एप्पल कंपनी फॉर्म हुई, आईफोन नहीं था बॉस, आईफोन आया 2007 में। हेलो हेलो, आईफोन कभी आया फ्रेंड्स? 2007 में आया आईफोन, करेक्ट?
Yeah. Hmm.
मेरे को
Yes.
याद है ना, वी आर ऑल बोर्न ऑन और बिफोर 1990। ये बैच वैसी है, बराबर है? ऑल बोर्न ऑन और बिफोर 1990। एम आई करेक्ट माय
Yes.
डियर स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, yes, yes,
यस,
yes.
मैं 90 का
Yes.
हूँ, मैं 90 का हूँ, 90s के दशक का हूँ बेसिकली। तो मैंने 2007 साल में देखा है कि आईफोन आया, बराबर है?
Yes.
अरे पर बॉस, आप वॉल्टर आइजैक्सन की किताब पढ़िए, स्टीव जॉब्स पे लिखी हुई। वो तो 1980 के दशक से ये लोग कंप्यूटर बना रहे हैं, एप्पल का मैकिंटॉश नाम का कंप्यूटर, द मैकिंटॉश 1, मैकिंटॉश 2। तो उस वक्त उनके लिए आईफोन नाम की कोई चीज भी थी क्या? नहीं थी। उनके लिए वो भविष्य था। पर सोचिए, आज अगर आप एप्पल से आईफोन छीन लेंगे तो कंपनी बंद पड़ जाएगी। यस और नो? यू टेल मी दैट, यस और नो?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
D is like the iPhone that represents a futuristic product which will be the future source of revenue for majority of the company. Therefore, management of company can decide to make D as an reported segment. Why? Why? Because it is futuristic. Because it will be a future source of majority of the revenue. Whose discretion it is? Whose discretion? Management. Because management knows best. Because management knows best. Agreed or disagreed, ladies and gentlemen? Yes or no? Please tell me that. Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Pushkar.
Yes? Okay, now screenshots of this part. Wait, I have to take properly. Zara, please wait. I have taken till here. Now from here I have to take. Yeah. Just wait.
So this segment is part of the related party only?
Segment
or-
is part of presentation, and
Okay.
since it's a small standard and it can't
Mhm.
be separately shown anywhere by the publisher, the publisher very smartly has saved some pages for himself from his printing cost and he has put it over there. That's all I
Okay,
can
okay.
see. Got it?
So we get like how to present like in questions, I'm thinking.
Yes, it will come.
mm,
It will come. How to present will come. They will ask you what are
Mhm.
the reporting segments. It can come,
Okay.
and we certainly are going to deal with questions on the same.
Okay.
And we certainly are going to deal with questions on the same. Yes?
Mhm.
My dear friends, we have finished related parties and operating segments in our discussion today. Yesterday we started it and today we have finished it.